Bible is essential to the Christian faith and has influenced society more than many people realize. But what is it? If you have never seen a Bible before, it can be quite daunting to thumb through the many pages that it contains. That's because it is structured in a slightly different way than your average book. There are actually 66 smaller books that come together to form it, compiled over thousands of years and separated into the Old Testament and the New Testament. You can think of the Old Testament as before the birth of Jesus, and the New Testament as after the birth of Jesus. As you've probably guessed, because the Bible was compiled over such a long period of time, there are a few different authors. In fact, the Bible is written by around 40 different authors in 3 different languages: Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek. Christians believe that God divinely inspired the authors of the Bible. In other words, God directly influenced the authors in such a way that the words of the Bible are the actual words of God. That's why the Bible is so important to Christians. Because the Bible was originally written in different languages, what we read today are translations of the Bible. As such, it is helpful to remember that we are reading translations of the inspired Word of God. The Bible gives the reader lots of answers as to who God is, what He is like, how we should act towards other people, and how we can get to know God Himself. But how do we read the Bible? Each book is split into chapters and then verses, which help make it easier to find specific sections, but this is purely a man-made addition. Although helpful, it is not to be considered as important as the words themselves. For example, 3:30 is named after John 3:30. If you see John 3:30 anywhere, it simply means that you should go to the book of John, find the 3rd chapter and the 30th verse within that chapter. If you were to do that now, you would find the following: He must become greater, I must become less. It is possible that you found something very similar, but ever so slightly different. If this is the case, it is likely that you are reading a different translation. If you are new to reading the Bible, a great place to start is with the book of Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John. These are all biographical accounts of the life of Jesus Christ, the center point of our faith.